Good morning, house hunters. We're gonna find a place to live today. I can feel it. What do you think? Felix, you ready to get out there? Find a house? Yeah, okay, I'll make the phone calls then. I'll make the phone calls. I found two houses to look at. The first one was not quite in the center of Centro. It was still in Centro, but it was kind of on the outskirts, and it was freshly remodeled. It was very nice, and everything was just done, so it was in perfect condition, updated, everything. And then the second one that I saw was literally like in the center of Centro on a pedestrian street, and it was super cute too. But I had seen the first one first, and the second one wasn't quite as updated. So I was like, it's okay, but my brain was still thinking shiny. And so I had pretty much set things up with the first owner that I wanted to um, rent that house. And I was gonna do a 6-month contract to get a little bit of a reduction in rent. I had offered to pay it all up front. So I would need to get some money transferred down, but whatever. Anyway, I'm just trying to set up this next clip because my footage gets a little scrambled. And once you hear this story, hopefully you'll understand why I'm not putting the pictures and video of the first house in it. But I had gotten so far that I was actually at the house looking at the contract with a friend of mine, and here's what happened. Well, today sure has been interesting. The first thing I did today was I went back to the first house. The owner had the contract ready, and my friend Jose Luis, who's in charge of this awesome Airbnb, was nice enough to actually come with me, check the contract out, and he met the owner, and the owner has been a little shady from the start. And when we walked out, I was like, wow, Jose Luis, that guy's intense. And he was like, yeah, he's more than intense, Mel. He's kind of dangerous. I was like, yeah, I kind of got that feeling, but I just didn't want to listen to it because I really like the house. And Jose Luis was so nice that like, I thought we were just walking to his car when we were leaving, and I was like, where are you going? And he's like, oh, I'm walking you back to the Airbnb. I know you're not familiar with where you're going. And then he was like, well, I know this other house, and it turned out to be the second house that I had looked at. And I was like, I don't know, it's kind of rough. And he was like, Mel, these people are good people, they'll take care of you, it's a good house. And I don't really trust that guy. And so I came back here and I was just trying to think. I mean, it is a nice house. It's got everything, but like the best case scenario with that first owner is that he'll just like take my money. I won't see him for 6 months no matter what happens with the house. He'll show up in another 6 months to get some more money, and that's the best case scenario. But considering how he was acting when we were there, it's concerning. He has no respect for women. It just was inappropriate, and he was really aggressive and greedy. And then after I got back to the Airbnb and I was trying to think about it, Jose Luis called Rosie because he basically told my mom that he's worried about me and he doesn't like that situation. And then also when I was talking to Rosie and she was like, I'm worried, I don't like it, she pointed out that the guy that actually I was dealing with at the first house, it's not his house. He said that his son owns it. And I was like, oh my gosh, he put his own name on the contract and he doesn't even own the house. So there goes that one. I'm on my way to look at house number 2 again. It's pretty much the same price, but this time I will take pictures and video to show you guys that house. And I don't know. I think not having a house that's as pretty as I was hoping for, but being with somebody that's not safe, being with people that will look out for you and take care of you the way Jose Luis did, and this is his friend's house. Yeah, I think that's worth the money. So let's go see the house. I don't know if you can see it anymore, but we got stuck in the rain under a tree, but it's not taking too long. I'm being the weird gringo with the dog in the stroller because it gets everything off my back. And the streets here are nice and smooth and clean, so we can do the stroller. All right, you ready to stroll there? I don't think we'll get so wet, just a little. This is the street. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how we will get my things in this house, but there's a cafe, there's a bar. Only people are allowed on this street. Can we go, Felix? Felix is having a very bad day. He's extra not wanting to listen to me. Okay, this is house number 2. Felix and Dexter are waiting in the hallway. But anyway, this is the entrance. Okay, guys, just let me take some pictures. This is the courtyard. That's more or less a bodega because it's kind of too small to put a wash machine, but this is the bathroom, and it does have enough room for a clothes washer. And then there's the toilet inside the shower. ¿Este luz sirve o es este?
A lo mejor ese está fundido, lo cambiamos.
Okay. This is the living room with the big ceilings I love. He said it's no problem to put a hammock in. This is the kitchen. Light works. Dexter, I'm still here. It's okay. There's definitely enough room for all my clothes. So this can be one bedroom or a studio. And here's the second one. So, yeah. I just left the house. I gave him copies of my identification. We're going forward with that deal. The dogs and I are walking back from the house, taking the slow, long way, and I'm finally getting a chance to take a breath and enjoy Querétaro because I have a home and it's with good people, and like, I don't really know anybody here, and people really rallied around me to save me from a bad situation, and that feels really good. So I'm excited, and I think by this weekend I should at least have access to the house. So, but right now I have to figure out which way to my Airbnb.